I'd like to clear up some misconceptions people tend to have about writing centers and about writing. The first misconception is that the writing center is only for remedial writers. This is not true. We work with writers at all skill levels and with all kinds of issues related to writing. Writing is hard, no matter how good you are. All writers struggle to find the best ways to communicate, to get what is inside their brains into language and onto paper so that other people can really get what they're trying to say. This is hard work, and it requires support from other people. We're used to the stereotype of the lone writer, typing away in a garret, full ashtray and half bottle of whiskey on the desk. We picture her or him as some kind of genius who waits for inspiration to strike. And once the heavens open and a beam of light shines into that dusty attic, he's able to churn out Moby Dick, or she's able to churn out Pride and Prejudice. That's just not how most writers work. Writers sit down every day and work hard to make the words come out right. They produce draft after draft, revising over and again to make it the best it can be. And they rely on others to help them. Every writer needs people to read those drafts and ask questions and make suggestions. She needs someone to tell her when something is confusing or incomplete or disorganized. He needs a support team to cheer him on when things aren't going right, to give him suggestions on how to get started or how to conclude. She needs people to bounce ideas off. The Writing Center provides all of this. If you've watched our orientation video, you know what the Writing Center can do for you to help you be a better writer overall. Because another misconception is that writing centers are fix-it shops, that you can just drop off a paper and someone will correct your grammar for you. We don't fix your writing for you. One of our goals is to get you to the point where you don't need a writing center for grammar or proofreading help anymore, where you have the confidence in your abilities to know how to identify errors and fix them yourself. You won't learn this if we were just to correct your work for you. Writing is hard. Inspiration comes not from the heavens, but from hard work, lots of drafts, and a support team to help you through. That's what the Writing Center is here to help you do. We can help you with interpreting your assignments. It's important to bring your assignment description and criteria to every appointment. We can help you read the assignment carefully to make sure you're meeting your professor's expectations. To do so, we can use the assignment description to identify due dates, identify paper length, identify specific themes your professor wants addressed or questions he or she wants answered, and identify the professor's expectations concerning the rhetorical situation, which includes audience, purpose, and exigency. Concerning the genre, whether it's argumentative or informative or reflective or whatever, and concerning approach. Getting started with putting your ideas down on paper. Starting a piece of writing can be the most difficult stage of the process. We've all had that experience of staring at a blank screen, praying for inspiration while our minds remain blank, or while our minds are cluttered with so many ideas that we feel overwhelmed and anxious. Writer's block and writer's anxiety can prevent you from getting a timely start on your project. Instead of wasting hours staring at a blank screen or losing sleep because you're worried about being able to tackle your project, just come into the Writing Center. You don't need to have written anything down on paper. And within your 40-minute session, you can get help with finding a topic and getting your first draft started. We can help you with brainstorming to find a topic by talking out ideas, free writing, creating bubbles, clusters, maps, or lists. Narrowing that topic by gold mining and highlighting, focused free writing, or talking and note-taking. Finding a thesis by looking through your pre-writing material to find your focus and then revising that focus into a strong declarative sentence. Research and critical reading of sources. We can help you create your research question. Because research is done to answer questions, we can help you to write strong, pointed questions that will hone your research and find the most needed information. We can help you navigate library and scholarly databases to find the most valid sources. This involves learning how scholarly databases work, how to read and use library sites, how to formulate keyword searches, and what to look for to make sure your sources are valid. For example, making sure your sources are peer-reviewed, contain strong empirical data, have strong bibliographies, and are up to date. Once you've collected your sources, we can help you read them critically to make sure you understand them and can make them work for you. We can teach you a variety of critical reading strategies, including summarizing and paraphrasing, annotating, taking notes, color coding, questioning, and identifying important clues, organizing, expanding, and developing your ideas. After you've done your research and have a thesis, we can help you draft your paper by helping you write strong main points that support your thesis, organizing your research material to figure out which source provides the best support for which main point, using listing, color coding, or physical rearranging, organizing your paper to make it as effective and clear as possible, synthesizing your sources and integrating your own voice with the voices of your source material, developing your points in your own voice by analyzing, explaining, and interpreting the information in your sources, by asking and answering who, what, where, when, why, and how questions, by asserting your own opinions and knowledge, by adding appeals to your chosen audience, and by explaining the purpose and articulating the exigency and significance of your paper, citing and documenting your sources, and avoiding plagiarism. We can help you with knowing when to quote, when to paraphrase, and when to summarize, practicing effective paraphrasing and summarizing strategies, with strategies to organize your source material to make citing more manageable. Whether you're working in MLA, APA, Chicago, AAA, AMA, CSE, or whatever other discipline-specific citation format you were given, we can help you make sure that you cite the right way. And we can help you find the best sites and sources that you can use in order to cite and document your sources correctly. Revising, editing, and polishing. We can help you learn the best strategies for editing and proofreading your own work, with learning effective ways to use correct paragraph structure, sentence structure, grammar, spelling, and punctuation, with being able to read your own work, identify errors, and fix them yourself.